some plywood. Oh boy.
Try to squeeze your big ass in that little bitty spot. Right?
Yeah, I know, right? That's our order.
Round and get that steak and shake. I'll be right with you.
All right. What you want to get? Oh, we already got the coupons out.
Yeah. Some $2 for $3. Thanks so much. All American. Buffalo ranch. Grilled cheese.
Okay, which one? You already, is that yours or?
Yeah, this is
Because I guess I'll get the. You got the scissors, so I cut that one out. The Western barbecue bacon and fries. Which one are you gonna get?
I don't see what I wanted up there anymore.
This is mushroom and Swiss, right?
No, I do see all American.
There's a portobello and Swiss. You want to get that combo, number 7?
Oh,
Okay. You want the M&M milkshake. Oh, thank you, dear.
yeah. Get me the fresco milk. That looks interesting. It's on bread.
Number 3.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
interesting. Never had one like that.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, fresco milk. That looks interesting.
Well, interesting.
Yeah. These coupons back here, they're all new. I got rid of the old ones.
Okay. While we wait, we'll have to have a little story time.
Okay, now what do you want to, what kind of story?
Some of your adventures in the hospital. We'll get to that once I place the order. Yeah. You can think of some good ones.
No,
The tater one sounds good.
no. We'll do that. We'll do the tater one. One day when we're like having a picnic out in the back or something, and I'll
Oh.
sit there and tell them about the taters, the tater,
Okay.
and the extender, and that craziness.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
All right. I'd like to get a supersize number 3 combo.
What's the drink?
You got cherry Coke?
Anything else?
Yeah. You do have cherry Coke?
Yes.
Okay. Also, we got a coupon for $1 off of a specialty milkshake. We'll get the M&M milkshake.
Anything else?
Yeah, and a Western barbecue and bacon steak burger and fries coupon for $3.99.
Anything else?
That's it.
Hold on, I'll take your coupons at the window.
All right. Yeah, is that it? Anything else? Let me complete my order and I'll let you know.
Sequoia.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, what kind of stories you want to talk about?
Well, let me see. There's so many and over the years.
Because you know, it's going to be a bit of a wait, so I figure why not? We'll have story time.
Yeah.
Story time at Steak and Shake.
No. North Carolina, that figures.
Yeah. Go ahead, think of a story. I'm going to be waiting for a bit. I think the tater one's funny. You should go ahead and tell that.
Oh, I should just go ahead and tell the tater one.
Yeah. Fans want to know.
Oh, do
They want to hear this one.
Oh. Okay. Well, you sure got a kick out of it.
Yeah, I did. I think they will too.
Oh, okay.
So go ahead.
Well, fans, I worked in the emergency room for years and years and years. And we used to see any and everything. And there's a segment of the population that likes to experiment with stuff. And we used to get them all the time. And they would get stuff stuck up their butt and couldn't get it out. So where they come, the emergency room. And of course the guys didn't want to have nothing to do with that. But they would have to, because we would have to get the doctor involved, you know. And of course men don't want to deal with that, you know, so they sent us women, you know, in there. And you know, this one guy came in, and well, his friends brought him in because he was all doubled over. He couldn't hardly walk. And we were like, well, you know, what's wrong? And he said he was having really bad stomach pains, and we did, like, you know, we pushing in on his stomach. We could feel an obstruction. It was hard. It was big. So, you know, they sent him up to MRI, and it looked like a big tumor. You know, so we tried to check his medical from his medical records. There was no record of there being any kind of a tumor or anything. So we were a little bit stumped. So okay, well, he prepped for surgery and everything, and I assisted. And they opened him up, and the doctor was like, wow, that's an awful big tumor. I've never seen anything quite this big. And you know, I'm rinsing it there, and I'm looking up like, that's a potato. He said, no, it's not. And the anesthesiologist, of course, he's nebby. He gets up, he's like, man, that's a damn potato. He got a potato up his ass. And we're both looking at the doctor. The doctor, of course, he was all like, you know, so disgusted. He didn't want to do, you know, of course, he had to finish, you know, but he didn't want to, you know, he was just totally disgusted by the whole thing. So, you know, he finished him up, you know, took out the potato, of course, sent it to the lab. Of course, they're going to tell it's a potato. You know? But whatever. Whenever you remove something from anybody, it's automatically sent to the lab. You know, whatever. Let them have a chuckle about it. But, you know, we sewed him up and everything, and he didn't want to go out and talk to them. So he sent me out, to which I didn't care. You know, I couldn't care less. So I went out there. I was like, I told him what happened. I was like, do you know how that happened? Nobody.
Card.
Oh, nobody could tell me anything about how that happened. Oh no, I don't know. He was just complaining about. And I was like, well, no, that was large, too far up in his colon for him to have done it. He couldn't possibly have done that. But of course, nobody was owning up to it.
They probably took a sledgehammer to it.
I don't know, but nobody was owning up to that. So.
Was it peeled?
No. No, it was not.
It had the eyes in it?
No, it didn't have eyes in it.
You got your coupons?
Yes.
But,
that's funny.
You know, I went out there and I told him, you know, he'd be okay, you know, and I just told him, I said, look, I said, it's none of my business. I said, to each his own. I said, but I wouldn't try that again if I were you.
Yeah.
You know, I said, because he was lucky this time. I said, you know, he could have burst his colon and died. I said, and bled out before you got him here. I said, now, whatever's going on, I said, I know somebody knows something, but whatever. I said, but don't try it again.
Yeah. And trying to be creative to bake your...
Whatever.
Thinking of creative ways to bake your tater.
Yeah, bake that tater.
Bake that tater anally.
Oh, my God. But, yeah. Yep, we would get that all the time. You'd be surprised what people do.
My goodness.
Yep. But nobody knows anything.
Yeah, suddenly everybody's playing ignorant.
Yeah. Everybody's a dumbass, you know, once you have to go to the hospital.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah, we pulled some things out of people's ass you wouldn't believe. It's just ridiculous, but yeah, to each his own.
Yeah, we'll save those other stories for another time.
Oh, yeah. There's plenty.
That's just insane. I mean,
yes, it is. You know, you could sit around there and have an abdominal rupture, you know, and then what?
You need a receipt.
Oh, yes, please.
You know, you don't do that. But, you know, Yeah, the next story says...
There you go.
All right, thank you.
I'm going to take tell you the story about the guy with the broken penis?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's painful to hear.
Yeah.
Just an FYI. So, yeah. It will not be for the faint at heart.
No, it won't. No,
This
it won't.
one, this story that you just heard, I think, you know, to me, it's like, I just thought it was, you know, I was belly laughing at that, because that was, just when you think you hear it all.
Is that a regular or a diet?
It's a regular cherry Coke. Wow, she's got a man's voice.
And face.
Oof.
She looks like she's had a hard life.
Maybe.
But yeah, people come in and, oh man, there's a mess down there sometimes, especially in the summer. For some reason, in the summer, people do all kind of crazy stuff. I don't know why.
Yeah, that itching gets in the air in the spring and the summer. It's like, hey, let's do stupid shit.
And they do. Well, mostly it's stunts.
Yeah.
You know, grown ass men doing stunts that they know they shouldn't be doing, but they let their friends talk them into doing it, and don't get any beer into them. Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Get them there beers. Let me show you what I can do when I got beer in me.
Yeah, but it's not their friends that bring them to the hospital. It's their wives or their girlfriends.
Yeah.
That bring them to the hospital. You know, not their friends.
Wow. That is too funny.
Yeah, that was real crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll be going into nutty season pretty soon. Yeah. Oh, blow myself up. It's almost firecracker time.
Yep.
You know, Memorial Day and oh yeah. Yep. Let's see how many times I can blow my fingers off.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Then there's a story when I used to do home care too. So I would go visit, you know, my patients at home, you know, when they would get home from the hospital, or I visit elderly.
There you go.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
It should be coming right up.
Okay, thanks.
And there was this one elderly couple, they were so cute, and their neighbor across the street, you know, he was a younger guy, and they all knew I was a nurse and everything, you know, of course, you know, older people, they tell everything. So they all knew my name, you know, and I'm like, hi Karen, hi, you know, and I go on about my business. And this one time, it was summer, of course.
There you go, y'all. Have a great day and enjoy it.
You too, thank you very much. I'll check it.
Okay, there's 2 burgers.
All right, you got the fries.
Yep.
All right.
And, well, I hope you're not eating nothing. He's over there cutting his lawn. So, the people I were dealing with, she was visiting with the neighbors, so I went, because I would go over and, you know, give them, you know, a bath and stuff. And, you know, so I was cleaning up the bathroom. Because her husband, you know, he was in a wheelchair, you know, so that's mostly what I was over there for. So she's over there visiting with her little neighbor next door, and I'm still with the husband cleaning up the bathroom and everything. And so I'm hearing the screaming. And so Miss Lillian comes in, you know, screaming for me to, you know, to come right away. And so I go out there, and the neighbor across the street apparently was cutting his lawn, and a rock had got lodged up in there with the cutting blade. Okay? So he's going to take the rock out, but he didn't cut the lawnmower off.
Wow.
And of course, it was electric. And when he pulled was it electric or gas? I don't remember. I think it was gas. I don't remember. But when he went up to take the rock off, then the blade started going in. So,
Sounds electric to me, then.
oh yeah, well the blade, you know, it just picked right up.
Wow.
And sliced his hand right down the center here, right down here, and all his fingers were gone, except for his thumb.
Oh, wow.
So of course everybody's screaming and hollering and everything. And you know, I go over and I'm looking, and his wife is hysterical, of course.